Good morning, Lawrence Central High School. Good morning to our students, to our faculty, and to our staff. I'd like to take a few minutes of your time this morning to discuss the incidents of Friday night. The first thing that I would like to let you know is that this was an isolated incident. This was the actions of a very few that caused a disruption for the greater good. This happened outside of the gymnasium where a student came on our campus who does not attend our school and fired a weapon. One of our own students was hit and was able to get back in the school, where he was met by our safety and security teams, who was able to contact first responders. I'd like to thank our students, our families, our community, our faculty, our staff for acting in a very swift and appropriate manner. Those students that were in attendance at the game created an environment that allowed us to do our jobs in a very swift and easy way. Immediately afterwards, we began surveying our television cameras, monitoring safety and security video, and working with eyewitnesses to isolate and identify a potential suspect. Very early Saturday morning, that suspect was turned in to the Lawrence Police and has since been arrested. I again want to thank our students and our families and community for their support during the fallout from this incident. We've had the opportunity to review this incident multiple times. We've been working with our district safety and security team to evaluate our procedures and to ensure that something like this can never happen again. We'll continue to adjust our procedures and our protocols to match the safety and security needs of the world we live in today. What I also want to talk about this morning is where we go from here. First and foremost, we will do everything in our power to make sure Lawrence Central is a safe and enjoyable atmosphere for all of our students, all of our families, and our community. The pattern of violence and creating an atmosphere of threats will not be tolerated. This is a school, ladies and gentlemen. This is a place of learning, rich with opportunity, a place where students should be able to prepare themselves for the future, where they can try new things, meet new people, and find their passions, where ultimately they can find success. And while we know that part of learning is failure, we will not tolerate mistakes that involve violence. We will not tolerate threats, or we will not tolerate students who have a general disregard for the greater well-being of their fellow student or of our community or our schools. Those students that choose to behave in a way that violates or impedes our ability to educate students at Lawrence Central High School will not be tolerated. You'll be dealt with swiftly and fairly. We'll create opportunities for you outside the halls and walls of Lawrence Central High School. We'll work well within the confines of the law to make sure that those students who can't behave in an appropriate way will not walk the hallways at Lawrence Central High School, especially those that believe violence is the answer to solving problems. We cannot tolerate a few who have no respect for what we do in these hallways to damage the place that we call home. Lawrence Central is a fantastic place that I'm proud to say I've been associated with for the last 15 years. I don't plan to go anywhere else, but I do plan to make sure that any of the students, staff, faculty, families, or community members that enter these halls enter a safe place. We continue to strive every day to make the most of every opportunity that we have for our students. And our goal is very simple. We want students to thrive and succeed. And my promise is to do just that, to continue to create an environment that allows our students to do everything they wish to do before they leave us and move on to the next adventure in life. Those of you who aren't here for that reason will no longer be welcome. We'll move swiftly and quickly with all information that we have at our disposal and all resources to make sure that Lawrence Central is a safe and enjoyable place for the students that choose to be here for the right reasons. So students, I ask you to remain dedicated to learning, to making this a place of education that is geared towards you. Set your sights on greatness and take full advantage of the opportunities that our staff and our faculty and our facilities offer you. Lawrence Central is a great place and will remain a great place, a place that I have full confidence in and that our community has come to trust and know for excellence. You have my pledge, as well as those of the staff members around you and the staff members that you may not know about that work behind the scenes every day to make LC better. We'll continue to do that. Know that you are safe, that you are well taken care of, and that you attend one of the finest institutions in the state of Indiana. Thank you again for your attention this morning, and as always, go Bears.